I want to encourage our girls to reach more within. Had these beauty pageants been based solely on looks, I would have never joined. But you know, my mom always said beauty comes from within, and there's no point looking good on the outside if there's nothing that you can offer from the inside. The pageant is evolving and moving towards that direction. So if I can just encourage, you know, our brown girls out there, that you don't necessarily have to be the skinniest or the prettiest, so long as you have a heart to serve and you know you feel that you're competent enough to fulfill the duties that come with this responsibility, then you know the world's your oyster and go for it. After I was crowned, I was invited to numerous events within that first week, and the biggest difference for me was obviously being now the face of Samoa then and there, having to wear makeup, hair and makeup every day before going out into public, and also just being recognized a lot more now in the public space. So yeah, it has changed a lot. My immediate family are like, no, you're still Fono, you still have to do the chores. So it's like, it's a good balance. There's an expectation that once you win, you will be living in Samoa for a year to serve as Miss Samoa. So yeah, and that's sort of where we're at right now. I'm here in New Zealand to collect my stuff, have a good farewell with my work colleagues, and then return to Samoa to live and serve for a year. Felt like I was the least bit prepared for the Miss Samoa pageant. So no, I didn't go in expecting to win, but when I got to Samoa and my family and friends were all there supporting me, encouraging me throughout the whole process, I guess that's what planted in the seed that, you know, I wanted to be here. And also just seeing where I could be of use in our country. I think that was the biggest green light for me, and that's sort of what motivated me to work hard for the crown. I wanted to join once I knew I had enough life experience and a little bit of experience in my nursing profession. I've always wanted to help our people. I've always had that heart, and I thought, you know, what better time to help them than now that I've had 3 years in my nursing profession. I am 24 years old. You know, I've had a lot of experiences in life that have taught me valuable lessons. So I'm in a position where I can make a positive difference in the lives of our young ones especially. And that's sort of what motivated me to go through. And you know, you're right, I do have a career here in New Zealand, and you know, I'm well established here in our country, but I would just like to the opportunity to go back to our country and be able to implement the skills and knowledge that I've gained here to improve our health status there in Samoa. Another big thing I had to consider was the children. I'm not sure if you're aware, but I had 5 children under my foster care. And that's probably the hardest thing for me to do, is to leave, and my nieces and nephews, just the attachment that I have to them. But you know, this opportunity comes around once in a lifetime, and it's one that I wouldn't want to miss. So yeah, it's expected that we work for the Samoa Tourism Authority. Once I get back to Samoa, I'll be in talks with the team there and be employed under the Tourism Authority, which is really different from my, you know, normal day-to-day job. But you know, again, it's an opportunity to learn more. I actually had the idea of going in and just helping out in the health industry. Our people in Samoa are very set up, so just seeing where I could be of use. But when I was in Samoa, I chose the topic of education for pre-pageant, and it allowed me the opportunity to read more into some of the issues that we have. And right now in Samoa, an issue that's really prominent is child vendors, so children selling products on streets as opposed to being in classrooms. And I talked a little bit about what I could do with the platform if I were crowned, and now that I'm crowned, it's a matter of going through with my word. So I would like to look into the areas of education and health. But you know, I can't do that all alone. It would need a collaborative approach with the leaders in Samoa, and thankfully, very blessedly, I was able to meet with the people in Samoa who are very influential, such as our Prime Minister, the Minister of Health, Minister of Education, and Minister of Tourism. And you know, just being in talks with the people who can make those differences is an advantage, because it means that, you know, we could push forward any campaign I have in mind. Yeah. What I'm trying to do from my end is to learn as much as I possibly can right now. The biggest advantage that I've gotten from this pageant is just it's forced me to learn about areas that I was once sort of oblivious to. So agriculture, development, these, and tourism. I think for me, leading up to the Miss Pacific Islands pageant, I want to go in aware and informed of the issues that our Pacific people face, and what I alone can do to make a difference in that. So in terms of preparation, that's what I'm doing. I'm reading up on all these issues every day and just trying to equip as much knowledge as I can.